Diamond cup usage tutorial. First, insert the needle by holding it from the tip and twisting it. Then, to secure it firmly, tighten it between the cartridge and the needle while twisting. Depending on the stroke of each machine, the lining needle can be extended more or less towards its maximum position. Start the machine with the needle completely retracted and slowly extend it until the end, just until you notice an increase in sound and vibration. At that point, stop extending the needle and turn the grip back half a turn until the sound disappears. This will be the perfect position to control excessive ink flow and prevent the needle from sticking, using the increase in sound and vibration as the maximum needle extension limit. Next, position the machine and draw the ink using the pipette. For lining needles, it is not necessary to fill the reservoir completely, as ink consumption is lower than, for example, with a Magnum. Close the reservoir with the cap. At the beginning, ink may drip from the tip, so the needle must be extended almost to its maximum position to reduce excessive ink flow. Start the machine over an ink cap until the excess dripping stops. Once the ink flow is under control, you can begin outlining the tattoo without reloading and without losing focus until it is finished, stopping only when necessary to clean the area, as these pauses are essential to allow the client's skin to rest. After outlining with a fine line, switch to a thicker line for the contours. Use the same reservoir as the same pigment is being used. Release the excess ink into the cap and check that the ink flow is controlled. Proceed to outline the contours using a thicker line, in this case a size 13 liner. Reuse the same reservoir again with a Magnum 23 needle, since we are still working with pure black pigment. Magnum needles must be loaded with the needle fully extended, as there is no risk of sticking. Ink flow is adjusted by starting with the needle extended and gradually retracting it to increase the flow, since extending the needle reduces flow and retracting it increases it. For a black and gray tattoo, only one reservoir is needed, as long as you work from darker tones to lighter ones. For color inks, a new reservoir must be used to prevent color mixing. Color pigments must be diluted and mixed thoroughly. Additionally, only if there are flow issues should the reservoir be left uncapped. These two actions increase ink flow, which is not necessary with black ink, as it is more fluid. With the vibration of the machine, the ink should flow naturally, but if it doesn't, we can assist it with a couple of light taps on the reservoir. To change colors, clean the needle by submerging it in water, just like conventional needles. Attach a new reservoir, slightly dilute the ink, load it, and begin pigmentation. In this case, the cap is not removed, as that is only necessary with thicker inks. Tattoo completed in just 5 reloads, 3 reservoirs, and 50 minutes. Diamond cup needles.